foe is beyond
I
our
alone
means,
who wish to be
there
out
is no
of this
shame in
place
fleeing.
and survival. A well-formed party can often fell even foes stronger than they.
You guys are just talking like on top of each other.
Their visibility is poor. It will give us time to react. If you feel a foe is beyond our means, there is no shame.
It's fan service streams to lure in gamers. You know, Catherine, you are like you are fucking on point with your comments like a lot. It's so true. Casatron is awesome for 2 reasons, and 2 reasons only.
There must be some device to activate the rift. If the water were gone, we might pass.
Great, Niku. You're like a fucking press 1 and press 2, the left and right boob. When I did that joke in Project Second, I threw up a preview so some people I sometimes show them to could watch them prove before I uploaded it, and then and Hugo got so pissed because for some reason it showed the wrong breast. So when I showed the left boob, it was showing the right boob, and vice versa. And he got really fucking frustrated over this. So I had to change that. I'm more ashamed by the people so easily swayed by boobs, honestly. Like, really? Is the internet, are you really that starved for tits? Like, Cheshire, good point. But they're so bouncing around.
I'll serve as bait. Strike the tail. I've a hold on it. Sever the tail.
Wow, you held it for a grand total of half a second. Like I love breast as much as the next guy, if maybe not a little more. But there's a time and place for everything.
Step ahead. Easier going. Searching in this area now. Let's have a look.
The stream is starting to go off and on for me too. That's really weird. I think it's just when I think it's just when there's a lot on screen, and I can only apologize for that. It's Danish web. It's sometimes working 100%, and sometimes it's barely functioning.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
I would just like to get for some mad props for making that jump. I think I deserve some mad props for that jump. Hey man, if I want to fuck a 2D character, just let me have my fantasies. I just, like, I get porn artists somewhat because, hey, like, you have a specific fetish, and a character is really good at drawing it, I guess. So if you like that shit, then well, hey, you got your porn like basically tailor-made for you. I get that, but the people who read comics, like let's say Les Lindas, who are like literally reading it for the fan service. Why? You can just go and find porn. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Porn is like the easiest thing to find. It's fucking harder to find a way how to rent an apartment online than it is to find a pair of naked breasts. And please, you know, pay attention to that. To that, like that small detail. That will be naked breasts. That won't be like a cow's boobs, who just happens to be really, really big, jiggling all over the place. Ah, no! Whoa! Oh, I made it! Oh! No! Oh, thank fuck! Fuck you! But just like it has never been easier to get like sexy imagery, and you can, and there's so much of it, you can just, you know, basically find exactly what you're looking for. So why the fuck do you need to go and ruin a story with that shit? Like why go, like the people who are reading Les Lindas, why are you reading that to see tits or the likes? You can just Google it. Just Google big cow titties or what the fuck ever, and you'll find it easy. Whoa! Holy shit! What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck just happened?
I'm desperately low on stamina. Could you say something?
I'll serve as bait. Strike the tail.
More as a slut, like, no. I love that. For those of you who don't know, I actually have a TV trope page that someone made for me, which I think is super cool that someone actually wants to take the title. And you can like there's various segments where you.
What's that?
Okay. Where you can like funny stuff that I've said or done, cool stuff I've said and done, and one of the things that they think is super cool is my, like, how I just analytically and just in very nitty-gritty details just destroyed Mora as a character, and just went like, here is like every last fucking reason why she sucks donkey balls. Oh, speaking of commissions, Cheshire, I actually commissioned your friend who needed the money for an animation. So hopefully that will help her out, and I'll get a cool animation for it.
What's this?
And no, it's not porn.
What's that?
This looks so dumb, though. No. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to walk around with an open, you know, stomach. It's fine, man. I noticed how, like, I read her story and I just couldn't bear not, you know, see if I could help in any way. And so, yeah, I just want to help, and I really hope that this can help. I've been throwing a bunch of money around for the whole what's it called? I'm making the commission spotlight segment on the Comic Relief. So I've been commissioning like 3 artists with $25 each, and then like through $50 after this check. So it's a little. I would throw more money in her way, in her direction, if I could, but it's a little steep. Well, it's not steep. What's the word? I don't really have that much more money to blow. I would use Tumblr Savior just to find SJW things. That's the funniest shit ever. It's infuriating, but it's so fun at the same time.
A strong flame may take it out.
Please, chase it!
Anytime. What's this?
Ow! Fuck.
First strike shall be mine. Now hold it. Attack quickly.
What? I love that they just fly up enough so you can actually get a hit in on them on the way down if you're lucky.
Splinter their bones.
I'm just going to come out and say it. Maybe that meteor is a little overpowered.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
I found the button.
This ought to drain the water.
How do you know that? I'm gonna grab a chip, sorry.
The stench of beast only grows as we press to the end.
Too many possessions can be more a hindrance than help.
Okay. Speaking of Furaffinity, I
Lightning courses through them.
what? So the very first time I talked with Skid, oh well, some of the first time, he was actually one of the people who reintroduced me to Furaffinity, because I'd seen Furaffinity before.
Passes through it.
But then I kind of let it be for quite a while, and then I got back into it, and the whole thing had you know, been changed drastically. And there was this dude, and he was creating a what's the word? A muscle, you know, like a dog hair, and it was like a part dad, part gag ball. And then I just remember saying to Skip, yeah, nope, 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 and I just closed down the page. That no, not for me. I'm doing fine without it.
Walking bones. I'll be the strongest. Blood damage will smash those bones.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'm just gonna grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. You're welcome. Next stream, I will. Next song I'll be doing, you'll have to donate $800. And then I will sing another one while doing the twerk. Yeah, the VR is actually pretty good. I at first thought it was just going to be a gimmick. And, you know, in some shape or form, I guess you can still call it that. But it's a good gimmick. I tried the PlayStation VR, and I don't think there has ever existed one who has ever been more, you know, just, oh my god, this is the dumbest shit ever. But I tried the PlayStation VR, and holy shit, let me tell you, that shit was amazing! I was shaking, and it felt really good. Like, the graphics were nice, the audio was nice. It wasn't heavy at all. Like, I use glasses, as you know, and I could easily have it on without it hurting the bridge of my nose or behind my ears due to the glasses. It felt comfortable, and it did everything exactly how I wanted. I didn't have to limit my movements or anything. It felt super natural. So I have great faith in the VR future that we're heading into. I will say though that people are kind of being a little silly, and I can say this because I work in retail with video games. They're all like, "Oh, I'm going to get the fucking Oculus Rift because it is cheaper than the PlayStation VR," or I don't recall what it was, but I think it was something along those lines. And they were like, I'm going to get that because it's cheaper than the PlayStation VR. And then I'm like, well, what computer are you running it on? And they start listing the specs, and I'm not that good with, you know, computer specs, but even I can tell, like, this is an old PC, and it's not really that much up to snuff. And I'm like, well, you have to also upgrade your computer to run the VR thing. And that's something that people tend to forget when they are talking about VR. They always just talk about, oh, it's going to be so sick that you can do this and this and this and this and this. But they keep forgetting that you also have to have quite a good computer. Like, not just semi-good. You have to kind of have a beast of a PC to run the VR smoothly. And if it doesn't run smoothly, well, immediately it detracts from your experience. So I personally think that, like, it's... Whoop. That it's going to be good, and I'm going to get it for my PlayStation 4 because that's what I have experience with. That's a safe buy for me, and then after that I can start, you know, thinking about doing fucking Oculus and stuff like that. My computer is a 4 GB RAM notebook piece of shit.
From here we can see what's below.
Familiar with this area now.
I have a shitty vista. Send help low. We get so many kids in the store who have bought a Hold on. I have so many kids who on a steady schedule will come down to my store and like, I have like this really cool gaming laptop and I can't really run Far Cry 4 on max settings. I would like a refund for this game, and I'm like, you fucking idiot! You bought the thing, fuck off. And it's just like, if you are like the mere concept of a gaming PC is the dumbest. I like, there's no such thing in my world. It doesn't exist. If you either you have a laptop for business purposes, or you paid too much for a laptop that can be used for gaming in a certain period of time. Saying that hold on. Like getting a gaming laptop is fine for that short period of time, but you can't upgrade the fucking thing. So what the fuck are you going to do then? And then at least with a stationary PC, you can upgrade it. Of course, it's not as easy to take with you, but if you have the money to buy an expensive gaming laptop, which are by default, at least in Denmark, so much more expensive than a gaming PC, fucking get a desktop, a shitty desktop to use for non-gaming purposes, and throw your money at a stationary PC for gaming.
Sights such as these
I'm so happy that I can just carry all these now. Normally I would have to like give one of these slates to each character and then just hump my ass all the way over here.
The faith will see it done.
Like, look, they even have to use a fucking horse carriage to get them back to town.
I shall break the sad news of Brother Jean's sacrifice to Father Geoffrey myself. It was no fault of yours, sir. You've done your duty by us well, as the Father shall hear. Pray, do not let it weigh upon your heart. Go and tell Sir Maximilian of our success.
Oh, Kevin, you're going to animate?
I feel more familiar with his quest now. Insolence!
I would also like to upgrade my PC some for my video editing. It has reached a point now where I tried to use my graphics card, which is some of the best that you can get, to accelerate the rendering, but half the time Sony Vegas doesn't do anything, and it just says that it renders, but it goes on for infinite time, and it renders like 10 minutes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pornography. What the fuck? Are you just looking up the weirdest fucking porn that you possibly can?